Okay, I've driven up to Park City, Utah. If you can see that in the distance, right in the middle of the screen, there is an Olympic torch from when they hosted the Winter Olympics in Park City. Anyway, I have skied at Park City and Deer Valley multiple times. I was told to come up here and drive up Guardsman Pass because it's going to be something beautiful. Anyway, on the way, I thought, you know what? I'm hungry and I want to see if there's any diners, drive-ins, and dives around here. And sure enough, there was. So through that tree, and if you see those little umbrellas there, I am going to Sammy's Bistro. It's one of the two diners, drive-ins, and dives in Park City. Again, I'm hoping I can get to the sign before I have to shut up. There it is, Sammy's Bistro. So I'm going to go in there, see what that's all about, and I'll let you know. Okay, I started with the appetizer that was recommended to me, the Texas barbecue shrimp. It looks like it's got some little hush puppies or whatever you want to call them, and some coleslaw. I also ordered the specialty, which is some sandwich. I don't remember the name of it, but I'll ask. It was recommended, and this is part of the Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives menu. Okay, it's the Chavito Club, and it's got pork and bacon and avocado and their own in-house made potato chips. And I've just gotten started on the Texas barbecue shrimp, but the coleslaw was probably the best I've ever had. Shrimp is great, bacon wrapped, and the little corn hush puppy, whatever it's called, is fabulous too. So this place is really good so far. So even though I didn't eat it, I ordered dessert because I like to try a little everything. This was the salted caramel brownie with 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream because I like ice cream. Again, it was Sammy's Bistro. I sat outside and it was very pleasant. The weather's nice. Just a fantastic restaurant. The salted caramel brownie was superb. The Chavito, I think, sandwich, which was their specialty, and I think what was on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives was very, very, very good. It just was a great experience. Anyway, so I am getting back in the Grenadier and headed to Guardsman Pass, and we'll see what that's all about. And again, I'm hoping to video some there. I mentioned this before, but it is interesting how many of these diners, drive-ins, and dives are in these little strip centers. I always expect to be in a building like the Red Iguana was last week, in its own little cool building and stuff like that, but a lot of them are in strip centers. But I highly recommend. I'm so glad that I decided that I was going to go try this diners, drive-ins, and dives thing, because it really has added some enjoyment to the trip, and it's easy to do. Again, I just go to a website that has all the locations that he's ever visited by state and by city, and it's easy to pick them, and it's really added some enjoyment. A whole lot better than going to eat stupid fast food or something like that. So there's the Grenadier, and I'll do a quick 360 here. So I drove up through Empire Pass, which apparently takes you through Deer Valley. Saw a chairlift. In fact, if you see on the top of this hill right here, there's a chairlift where that building is. There's a couple of them, and you can see a couple of, there's a ski slope right there. So that's Deer Valley. And I did find, so Guardsman Pass is actually this area right here. So I see a road up there, so I think I'm going to be driving through that when I drive through Guardsman Pass. Anyway, really pretty area. Obviously it looks a whole lot different. I've only seen it totally covered in snow before, So it's nice seeing it in the summer. Certainly makes you understand why people come up here in the summer, which again, I've never done. It is, by the way, 72 degrees. So, and it feels a whole lot cooler than that, just because everywhere I've been for the last 3 weeks has been hotter than a pistol. So. Okay, this is a quick, so I just now shot the drone footage in this general area here. Some kind of building back there, but anyway, just shot the drone footage here. And yeah, in the distance, if you can see, there's some snow-capped mountains over there. So anyway, really pretty place. And now I'm headed to Guardsman Pass. So I'm headed into Guardsman Pass. I think we're gonna get, you know, a fair amount of this. But really pretty area. And just thought I'd give you a look. I'll drive a little bit and then probably turn it off and then turn it back on and give you a little quick shot of what Guardsman's Pass. And again, I think it's like 2 miles till I get there, but it's a pretty approach, and so I thought I'd show you that, except for the power lines, of course. So we're getting close to what the actual area calls. Oh, I had it in manual mode and had it in 4th gear and I couldn't figure out why we weren't climbing. Anyway, this is the actual area that they're calling Guardsman Pass, and got the obligatory power lines. That's just really a shame. Maybe they'll put some wind turbines up here. There's obviously a trail there, so.
The destination is on your left, Guardsman Pass.
Well, I guess that was it. I think there was a trail up to a higher mountain, but really, you know, pretty scenery. A lot of people are coming up here to do this. There were a lot of hiking trails on the way up here where you could pull off and stop and hike, so there's been a lot of these. I assume those are aspen trees. And then we've got a little opening here to give us a good, now again, I got it in 2nd gear. I'll put, that was in 1st. Put it in 3rd now so the engine doesn't whine quite so much. anyway, great scenic drive. Great's too strong of a word. Very good scenic drive. Not trying to be picky, but I've seen many as good as or better. But still, very pretty, very worth doing if you're in either Park City or Deer Valley. Now I have shifted down into second because it's pretty steep here. You can hear the engine whining. Anyway, I'm going to turn around and head back to Park City pretty quick. It's up to, wow, so it apparently yellow lines at 5,000 RPMs, which is what I'm doing right now in second gear. Well, just after I said I was going to stop and turn around, I saw this little trail here, so I'm going to give this a little bit. I don't know how long I'll do this, probably not very long, but no bikes allowed on Upper Mill Creek on odd numbered days. Oh, well, you don't get to go too far. Unfortunately, the gate's closed. That looks like that would have been an extremely fun trail. Wow. All right, had a really good unobstructed view here, so I thought I'd give it to you. I doubt anybody's living in those cabins, but so Guardsman Pass was right there above those or through those trees. Had a spot that had just a spectacular viewing point, but it said no cars couldn't park or stop or whatever, so I didn't. So by the way, if you see there, that's what I was calling yellow lining, and I'm in third gear, and earlier I was in second gear and it went a few yeah, you just now saw it. It automatically shifted into fourth gear because the RPMs were up too high. Now I personally don't like that very much. Of course, you know, I just now hit the brake and shifted it back down into third, but at least from my perspective, if I'm in second, I'm in second for a reason. And it should stay there, but obviously they got their reasons for automatically shifting. I'm sure it's to protect the engine, the transmission and whatnot, but I'm more interested in protecting me. If I need to slow down on a downhill incline or a decline, whatever. This is 10% grade, by the way. Anyway, just wanted to point that out. It's happened several times. Okay, so I was headed back to Deer Valley, but before I got there, I saw this sign that said Silver Lake, and I thought, you know, I'm just going to give that a whirl. And there's some slopes up there, but you know, I knew Deer Valley was a swanky place and fancy and famous people come here, but I just turned off on this road, and I'm sure there's lots more like this, but I thought I'd give you a quick look at I just turned on some arbitrary road, and here's how, what's the saying, here's how the other half lives, I guess. Pretty swanky places up here, and there's hundreds and thousands of them. Obviously got a great view.